and there's still snow on the ground, and I have feelings about that. Welcome back. It's a new comic book day. Maybe by today, some of the snow will have gone. We'll see. I'm not expecting much. I'll look back angrily on it when it's gone. As you can hear, I still have a little bit of the cold that I had last week, so not quite clear of that yet. I am getting to the coughing stage, which will last for a couple of weeks probably, but for the most part, I'm fine. But just tiresome and tiring, and I am tired. But, snow has something to do with that, and cold has something to do with that. But for now, we've got a lot of new comics. This is pretty cool. It's a good week. Absolute Power, the paperback collection of that miniseries. Action Cat and Adventure Bug, Baltazar and Franco. Just about everything they do is a bunch of fun, and I love just looking at just about anything they do. Alice in Leatherland. This was a last minute choice for me. This is about relationships and getting out of your comfort zone. And yes, it's naughty, and I intend to read it. But I really like the art. But it is also about exploring and such. Avengers. And this is the first of 3 triptych covers, or maybe it's the second of 3 triptych covers. Can't remember. Leading up to the end of the Jed MacKay run. Batman. Still enjoying this book. Again, it's very slow compared to a lot of things, and 3 covers there. And this is one of the big things from this week, including the glare. It's volume 2 of Absolute Batman, hardcover and paperback, of course. I'm going to say at least twice as many of volume 2s to start as I did volume 1. So hopefully they'll last a little longer this time. Batman Static Beyond. And 2 covers there. Batman White Knight and a lot of glare. White Knight joins the DC Compact Comics format. Savage Sword of Conan. DC, AEW, and a bunch of glare. This is the, obvious end result of having variant covers and such for the past couple of months, and a shiny. That's a 2-part miniseries, which is a strange choice, but it's fine. DC Connect, talking about DC Comics coming out in about 2 months. DC KO Boss Battle. Now this is just, this is fanboy love and a lot of glare. This is a crazy thing to do in the middle of your big universe ending / rebuilding miniseries, but why the heck not? And there's Superman and Homelander by Homelander's original artist. So, there's a certain coolness to that. A couple of covers. I won't spoil how it goes. And that's a wraparound Jeff Spokes cover, so gorgeous. And then DCKO Knife Fight. That's the last issue of that miniseries. And both of these books lead into DCKO number 4 and the big showdown. Disney Cats and Dogs Story Collection. 5 stories stuck together for the early readers. Dork from Image Comics. Event Horizon Dark Descent finishes, but there's another miniseries coming. Fantastic Four Epic Collection, Back to Basics. This is the beginning of the John Byrne era of Fantastic Four. Some of this stuff is some of the best comic books ever done, superhero comic books ever done. I cannot recommend Byrne Fantastic Four more highly. It's weird stories that nobody ever thought would happen, but just such quality and so well done and so pretty to look at. Kid Flash, excuse me, that was apparently too long of talking. Kid Flash Going Rogue, that graphic novel for the younger readers finally comes out. Flash Gordon, and again, a lot of glare. There's only so much my hand can do. Gargoyles Darkwing Duck. That's a mini series. Godzilla. And then the Marvel Godzilla mini-series continue with Infinity Roar. In this one, Godzilla has Null, the symbiote god. Why not? It's a bunch of fun. Who cares? Absolute Green Lantern. And 2 covers there. I'm not even sure how the glare is getting there. It's crazy. From the Valiant Beyond group, All New Harbinger. Harley Quinn, Elvira. This was a previous week's release, but mine were damaged. And there's always a couple of covers. JSA and the Year One story continues. Lego Ninjago Strike of the Serpentine. Magic and Colossus. Magic gets a new mini-series. Well, it's probably another one of those 10-issue series. Another Lobos, Via Lobos cover. Just amazing. Scotty Young, which is amazing for a different reason. Maleficent from Disney's Villains line. Nice House by the Sea is the first release of the new Vertigo, but it's funny because Nice House by the Sea existed before. So this is number 7 of that series after a short break. And there's 2 covers there. Nightmare Before Christmas, The Shiver of Christmastown. 2 covers there. Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four. And 2 covers. And 3 covers. It's very well done. I very much enjoy the movie poster vibe. Another cover. Poison Ivy. And 2 covers there. Sonic the Hedgehog. Spawn. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. Amazing Spider-Man. He's back on Earth and he's already beat up. Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant. And again, just some lovely covers. That's R.B. Silva, I believe. Another Lobos cover. I love the design of this. This reminds me of... I'm not sure who I'm thinking of, but the artist's name meant nothing to me. And I love the design of this. The line work isn't my thing, but the setup is just gorgeous. Supergirl Superheroes, Crypto's Big Break. That's a nice little hardback story for the youngsters. Absolute Superman. Hey, that looks like a Hawk person. And 2 covers there. Superman Chains of Love special. That feeds into Superman Unlimited, I believe. Supernatural Valentine's Day special. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Godzilla. Teen Titans Go Big or Go Home. That collects the first 5 or 6 issues of the current series. And then Teen Titans Go number 12. Thundar the Barbarian. This is one of my favorite Saturday morning cartoons of all times. And it's such a small thing, and it stuck out. It didn't have the popularity of a Scooby-Doo or something like that. But with designs by Jack Kirby and Alex Toth, it was unique, and it was amazing, and it's exactly what it's supposed to be. And this series is slightly different, and there is a twist, but it feels pretty good. It feels pretty close. So I'll accept that, and I'll be checking that out each month. Twilight Zone. Ultimate Endgame number 2. And 2 covers there. Walking Dead Deluxe. Wolverine versus Alpha Flight. Logan, Black, White, and Blood. 2 covers there. That's that black and white anthology series kind of thing. Ultimate Wolverine. And in DC's finest line, Wonder Woman Enter the Cheetah. That's really early Cheetah stories and later on. And Uncanny X-Men. We got a couple of extras. Excuse me. Planet of the Apes core rulebook for the official RPG. What caught my attention was West End Games. This is magnetic press play. But they based this on the older West End Games D6 format. I remember West End Games from years ago. But this is a new game. This is a new rule book. And there is another, AMSA, slightly different rule book that goes with this that I probably won't get. The core stuff I can handle. But that's out there. So I'm expecting that there's going to be more for this line as we go. But that was a fun addition, I think, to the game stuff. And then another of DC's facsimile editions. I'm not sure whose is what, but this one is put out by DC. Superman and Spider-Man. This was a follow-up to the previous one, because back in the 70s, rules were different and companies could share characters for fun, and it wasn't a big deal. It's a bunch of laws and copyrights and trademarks and stuff nowadays. And then I've got 2 new posters. One is the Punisher, the #1 from his limited series, with like computerized Mike Zeck art. It is sort of unique in that it's not normal comic booky pencil style. They were just really getting into some of that computer color stuff, and it wasn't even what we think of as computer colors nowadays. So that was a big deal that they put that on the cover. That's not what the inside looked like. The inside looked like normal comic book art. And then also a poster for the new upcoming Daredevil #1, written by Stephanie Williams, that is getting a lot of good press already. And it has not hit the shelf, so I'm excited about that. And that is everything for this week. If you see something you like, let me know. I'll try and get it for you. Sooner the better. For the people that have asked for Absolute Batman Volume 2, you, of course, will have those put aside. After that, it's going to be first come, first serve. I expect to sell out, maybe not the first day like I did the first time for Volume 1, but it's going to be quick, I think. We do have a lot more people reading the individual comics as they come out this time around, because they're catching them on release day. So maybe I won't need as many of Volume 2's ongoing long term. But I suspect there's still going to be a bit of a rush for it. So the sooner you let me know, the easier it is for me. Again, subscribers, pick up your stuff. If you have like 6 books aside, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who have 20 books or 50 books or 100 books. Do what you can. If we need to come up with something creative, talk to me. Again, communication is key. So I don't want to lose any of you, but I still got to move some stuff out of here. So, and that's everything. Please snow melt, and hopefully the cough stops soon. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.